Peace, family. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today, we are going to be going over a strategy that I have been testing for a while now, and it seems to be pretty profitable. I've been testing the strategy now going on for about a year. Just testing it out, back testing, making sure it's thorough on most of the assets that we've been going over. And it's been really interesting to see exactly what goes on and how many times it actually happens on a day-to-day process. So today we're going to be going over the strategy that I have found to be very profitable when it comes to trading. So let's go ahead and get started. So today we are going to be using the RSI strategy. Now, the RSI is the relative strength index of an asset that lets you know when an asset is strong and when an asset is weak. So right now, I'm going to open this up. Let's go ahead and move this out the way. Whenever the RSI drops below the 30, that is when I become a buyer. Whenever the RSI drops below the 30, the only thing I'm looking for is a 1% or a 0.5% move to the upside, depending upon how much leverage I'm using at the time. So let's take a look. Let me show you something. So check this out. You see your RSI is below the 30. It's down here, right where price met its wick at right here. This area right there, 267. So if you'd have bought it right there at 267 and sold it right here, in 21 minutes, you would have made 1.24%. Now, you might be saying to yourself, that's not a lot. That's only 1.24% to the upside. Why am I excited about that? Well, I'm doing this on 10x leverage. So every 1% is 10% to the upside. So right there, that is a 12.40% trade. Now, if you do this with $100, that's going to be $10 or $12.40. If you do this with $1,000, that is going to be $124. So as you can see, it's really easy to do. And it's really easy to spot. Look at this one right here. Same thing. Lines up with the price on here. RSI below the 30, right at the bottom. Let's open this up so you guys can see that. RSI is below the 30, right here. If you would have bought it right there, below the 30, this is the second time this happened now. Look, right here. And then you sell it when it gets to the 1%. So this one took a little bit longer. This one took 1 hour and 3 minutes. So for 1 hour out of your day, let's just say 1 hour and a half. 1 hour and a half out of your day, you have parameters set where you're going to be purchasing or trading these assets for a simple 1% move. That's all you're looking for. Now, you can get more than 1% if you choose to, but me personally, I'm only looking for 1%. That's all I want. That's all I want to do. I don't care anything else about how I'm going to get 1%. All I want is the 1%. So as we're back testing this, you can see every time that the RSI drops below the 30, right here, buy here, sell here. Now, that one might not have been 1%. Let's see if that was probably at least half. Was it at least half? Yeah, it's 0.75%. Now, there's another thing that you can do. You can actually do this on a 20x leverage, 25x leverage. You can do this all the way up to 200% leverage. But I want to keep this nice and simple for you guys. So I like to say that I'm only doing this on a 10x leverage. So And as you can see, it does this multiple times. Multiple times throughout the trade, you'll get a oversold moment where price drops below the 30 right here. And look at that. That one happened in 21 minutes. How fast can you make 10%? How fast can you make 10%? That's 21 minutes that you made over 10%. So that right there, in a nutshell, that we just showed you 3 times right there where you could have made 10%. That's 30% in a day. Depending upon how much you have in your trading account, you can do this several times. And this is not the only asset that you can do this on. You can do this on any asset. Any asset right here. Look at that. That would have been a prime opportunity. Let's delete this. Let's delete that. That would have been a prime opportunity. Where's my indicators? Relative strength index. Let's take a look. Look at this. Right here. Drop below the 30. Drop below the 30 here. 0.5%. If you would have been on 20x leverage, that would have been 10%. Took you 12 minutes. And it's still pumping. It's still pumping from that oversold moment right here. RSI oversold below the 30. Buy here, sell here. Or wait for the 1% if you're on a 10x leverage. So your 1% is going to come from, where's the 1%? You're going to have to wait at least till price gives back up to 64 cents. And this is mana we're talking about. So you know price is going to get back up there. You just got to be patient. Wait for the patience. Wait for your time to take profit. When you take profit, that is a 10% trade. This happens all of the time. Look at this one. There's another one right here. Let me move this out the way. Right here. Let's see how large this one was. Same thing. Look, 0.5%. So on 20x leverage, you would have got 10%. If you would have had this on 10x leverage, that would have been 5.5%. So sometimes you're going to get 1%. Sometimes you can get 10% out of this, depending upon how much leverage you are using. But all you want to do is do this on a oversold territory on these very small time frames. You can do this on a 3-minute. You can do this on a 5-minute. You can do it on a 15-minute. And if you look at the 15-minute, it's just now coming out of the oversold territory. Now, you don't want to lose any more than 10% or 1% to the downside. So if this is your entry right here, you don't want to lose any more than 1%. So if price drops back down below 63,197, you would set a stop loss. And we're going to show you how to do that on MEXC. That's the platform we're going to be trading on. So let's take a look at MEXC. This is MEXC. You do not need a VPN to get onto MEXC. All you need is an email address and a password and a Google two-factor authentication code. Google two-factor can be downloaded through the Google App Store, and you want to make sure that you save that code that comes with the Google Authenticator code. I'm sorry. You want to make sure you save that code because just in case your phone gets stolen or if your phone gets lost, you drop it in water, God forbid, anything happens to that phone, you are going to be lost without that code that came with the Google two-factor authenticator. So you definitely want to write that thing down when you get access to it. So here's how we're going to take our trade. First, we're going to come over here to wallets. Take a look at our overview. Just waiting on it to load up. Perfect. Now, let's go ahead and add some funds to our trading account. So right now I have some curve in my wallet. I'm gonna go ahead and sell that curve. So $837, Google authentication, everything is confirmed. Perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to market sell. Now, when you're doing a market sale, you're selling it for whatever somebody is willing to pay for it at this time. So currently I have 100 curve, and the closest price to 100 curve that someone is looking to buy is somewhere around that 101.47 mark, but we're not going to concern ourselves with that. Only thing we're going to do is we're just going to sell. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put in the full amount. I'm going to type in sell curve or click sell curve. Right now, I have $102 USDT in my wallet now. Let's go back to wallets and then go overview. And then I'm going to transfer from my spot account to my futures account. See right here where it says transfer, right next to the word withdraw. So from the spot account, I have $102 to my futures account. I'm going to click on all, then I'm going to click transfer. Transfer is successful. If I come down here to my futures account, you'll see that I now have $102 in my transfer account and my futures account, excuse me. So now what I want to do is I want to click on trade, and I'm going through my charts to see if anybody is oversold on the small time frame that I'm looking for. Let's see if we can find a live trade. I'm actually liking Mana. Let's see how you look on the larger time frame. Still kind of bearish on Mana. Coming out of that negative momentum on Mana on the 5-minute. I want somebody that's oversold right now. Let's start from the top of our watch list. Let's take a look at 1 inch. Nope, nothing on 1 inch. Ave, Ada, Acro, Algorand, Alice. And you can do these on your own watch list. Just go through your watch list and see what is oversold. Anything that is oversold, you want to make a purchase. Look at BNB. Same thing happened on BNB. Look right here. Oversold on the 3-minute. Almost 0.5% in 42 minutes. And it's still trending up on this lower time frame. Take a look at Avalanche. Same thing. Look, right there. Oversold. Right there. 12 minutes. 12 minutes to get 10%. Every time you reach that oversold territory, you want to be a buyer. So I'm still looking for a trade right now. I'm looking for something that's oversold. Everything is bouncing up right now. Everything is already coming from the oversold territory. Let's see. Let's take a look at Chili's. Comp. Curve. Pro. Yeah, nothing is oversold right now. Everything seems to be out of the oversold territory. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set some parameters. All I want to do is I want to set an alert. So I'm going to set an alert on FTM. What you would have to do is to set that alert, you're going to come over here to your trend line, click trend line, and then put it on the bottom of your RSI box. When that alert triggers, well, let me show you how to set the alert first. So click on the line. There's going to be a clock that shows right up at the top. You're going to add alert. And you're going to get crossing down. And it doesn't have to be per bar because we're on the RSI. So we're not counting candlesticks. We're just waiting on the line to get crossed. So all I want is that thing to fire off the one time. I think I already got an alert set. And it is set. As you can see, there's the clock right there. And now I'm just going to wait for that clock to go off. I'm not going to have to look at any trades. I'm not going to have to look at any charts. The only thing I'm waiting for is that alert to go off. As soon as that alert goes off, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy. And I'm going to wait for my either 1% or 0.5% upside, depending upon how much leverage I'm using for this particular trade. So let me show you guys how to actually take a trade. Refresh my screen. Waiting on the screen to load up. All right. This is your future screen. You will be trading on the USDT M, not the coin M, the USDT M. Waiting on the chart to pull up. They do have pools where you can actually trade inside of those pools, and they do have prizes. They have a prize pool going on right now for $34,000 and another extra lucky prize pool for $20,000. So if you think you're a pretty good trader, you can trade in those pools and win some of that money that they have available. And they also have a weekly futures event as well. So definitely some free money on the table when it comes to these different assets being traded. So while we're waiting on the chart to pull up, I'm gonna pull down this drop down and I'm going to look for an asset that we can trade right now. I want something that's down. What's something that is down? Everybody is green, everybody is red. Not everybody green and red, but for the most part, seeing more red than green. Let's take a look. You know what? Let's go back with mana. I was liking mana. Let's go back with mana. Waiting on Mana to pull up. Show up in the middle of the screen on the chart whenever it decides to pull up. There we go. And on MEXC, this is in real time. This is in real time, not like what we were just looking at on TradingView. This is in real time. Just waiting on the chart to pull up so we can take a look at some positions. For some reason, it's not pulling up. Let's see what's going on with that. That's interesting. Where's the chart? I'm seeing the orders, but I'm not seeing the chart. There we go. Perfect. Let's get this going on a 1 minute. Yeah, put it back on a 1 minute. There we go. Is that back on a 1 minute? I believe it is. Hold on. Okay, we're back on a 1 minute. Let's see if we can find the RSI. Yes, we can. Go ahead and confirm that. Where's our RSI at currently? RSI is facing down. Still at 63.17. 62.90 on the chart though. Let me put the wicks on. Let me see if we can get a trading view chart. Because I want to take a buy. Let me get my trading view chart pulled back up right quick. And this also works better on the phone as well. Sometimes on the computer, it's not as strong. So you can use this on the phone. They do have a mobile app. I would highly recommend the mobile app to you as well. But the asset that we're looking at is Mana, and the price on TradingView might be a Qcoin chart. But we're going to take a look at that at first. I just had an alert fire off on. Nice. Look at this. I just had an alert fire off on FTM. I just had an alert fire off on FTM. Let's take a look at FTM right quick. Where's FTM? FTM right here. Just had an alert fire off on FTM. See, there's my alert right there. Crossing below that 30. All right, let's take a look at a 3-minute. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a trade on FTM. I don't want anything lower than 1% to the downside. So right here is our stop loss, 43,497. 43,497. And actually, we can just watch to see if it does come down and hit that stop. Because you don't absolutely have to take the trade at that time. Yeah, we're getting some pullbacks right now. Nice, very nice pullbacks too. This is one of the main times that you want to be looking for that trade. Well, I definitely want to take this trade though. I'm just gonna wait until it stops dropping. Let's see if we can pull it up on a 1-minute. Yeah, on the 1-minute, it is highly oversold. And it's still dropping. Trying to wait for this to stop dropping. Almost there. Let's go ahead and get on set before we go ahead and miss this one. Where's FTM? Let's go ahead and search it at the top. Just waiting on FTM to pull up. There we go. Well, now Mana wants to populate. That's funny. I'm looking for FTM. Where's my FTM chart? There we go. FTM still, nope, we get a buy. There's your buy right there. Right there. Coming back. Come on. There we go. All right. Now, this is what we're going to do. Where's your ruler? This is your entry. You don't want anything below 1%. So we're going to go ahead and open the long. Where's that 1% mark at? Trying to be quick with this. Right here. 43.33. So let's go ahead, open a long. We're going to set a take profit 1% from our entry. Let's just go ahead and enter first. Or do we have another drop still coming? Let's see. Let's wait and see. See if we still got another drop coming. Might get us a better entry. Where's the RSI at? Still dropping. Yep, it's still dropping. Nice. Let it continue with the drop. It can only drop so much. Look at that. Under, completely oversold. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and buy this. I'm going to go ahead and buy. And right here is your leverage at the top. If you were to do a buy or a sell, here's your leverage right at the top. I'm going to keep this on 10x leverage. And I'm going to open up a buy. I'm going to do a market order. And then I'm going to open long. All right, we're in that trade. I believe we're in that trade. Let me make sure we are. Yep, we're in the trade. I believe we are. Let's take a look. Open long. Okay, yep, we are. We are in that trade. Let me make sure. It doesn't appear that we are. Because I don't see an open position right here. All I'm looking for is an open position. Not understanding why my order isn't getting picked up. Okay. I do have an order that is picked up, but it's not showing up on the computer for some reason. But I do have an open order. Let me see if I can find it. Let's refresh the screen. There we go. We do have an open order. Perfect. Currently a little negative on the profit, but we're still in a good position. And then when we get to the 10% profit margin, we will do a instant close. And that will take us out of the trade. And as you can see, we are currently going to profit right now. Almost up 1% since our buy. The green line represents where we bought in at. Starting to drop back down a little bit. But as you can see, that is where we have it at now. If I wanted to take a stop loss, what did we say our stop loss was going to be? Right here. 1% to the downside. That's all you're risking is 1% to the downside. $43.05. So either 43.05 for a stop loss, or right there, 43.92. So we're going to do a take profit and a stop loss. 0.43, what is that, 92? It's going to be an 11% return. And the stop loss, let me do that one more time so I'll make sure I'm right. Measure from our entry. $43.04. 0.4304. You see that right there? And now we're set. Now we'll see if that actually happens. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Hopefully it was helpful for you guys. Until the next one, appreciate you. And we will be dropping more videos to show you guys how to take advantage of this market. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Peace, family.